Welcome to the junkyard.
Oh, we're
That
risen
was-
today. We're
Whoa.
risen.
Get a little seductive.
We got some.
on today's episode.
Ooh, sure.
You know, the weather's changing, the seasons are changing. I thought, we should
We're not
change
there
it up a
yet.
little bit.
Slow down.
Well,
I'll
get into that later.
bro.
I'll get into that later.
This
when
is
I
your
talk about my
prelude
point.
to
my
sexy
prelude to my
weather.
point later.
About
Mhm.
sexy weather.
Yes.
Caden, don't look so concerned.
I'm not concerned. I'm just
Anyway.
tired.
Anyway,
Welcome to the
Caden.
episode, guys. How
Yeah,
you doing?
welcome.
How are we doing, guys?
I bet you're sitting next to your fireplace, feeling all.
I'm
warm
doing
and cozy.
okay, Caden.
I'm not sitting next to a fireplace. No.
I'm talking to the audience, kid.
I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
I hope you're cuddled up on next to a fireplace with a warm cup of cocoa.
I hope you have a significant other, or if you aren't attracted to people, you have a dog.
It's also
Or
okay to be
Yeah, I like Tinker. She's my pet.
No, you're not.
certified not.
Certified not.
For context, Tinker is my dog.
That's some Plato's the Cave type shit from Matthew right now.
Yeah, Matthew. Yeah. Yeah, what does it say that you thought about him saying that way, Matthew? What does that say about you?
Let's delve into this for this whole episode.
Yeah,
Exactly.
the psychology of Matthew.
It's a joke. I'm a
Thank you.
comedian.
What?
All right. All right.
Anyways,
That's an explosive start today.
yeah, it's great.
By explosive.
Caden and Matthew,
Yeah.
take it away.
Yeah. So, welcome to today's director's debate, if you will.
Director debate.
Who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Is that what I said I'd start saying?
Johnston?
That's what I'm looking up. That's what I'm looking up. I don't know who
Stop
that is.
spoiling it. Stop spoiling it, guys.
Who the hell is this guy?
Look at his filmography. You'll immediately see.
Okay, Caden, how about you introduce him and actually
Okay,
pretend like you're a
alright.
host?
Yeah. I was trying, but then Matthew's just like, who the fuck is this guy?
'Cause-
My director I chose is Joe Johnston. And you may be wondering, who the hell is that? I was wondering who the hell was that. When I was trying to decide who I wanted to choose for my director, I was like, what movies have I actually seen? Because there's not a lot. And I
Oh,
was
this is
like,
the Wolfman guy?
This is such a random filmography.
no, look at all his movies. And I was
yeah,
like,
they're
oh.
all random.
I was like, oh, I remember this one movie, October Sky. That was pretty good. I wonder what that guy had made other than that. And then I looked up his filmography, and he had a lot of crazy movies that I had seen that are completely random. We've got here Captain America: The First Avenger.
That's the funniest
Fire
one in my
movie.
opinion.
Fire movie.
I think that's the
Fire
funniest one.
We've got Jumanji, Honey, I
Yeah.
Shrunk the Kids, Jurassic
Yeah.
Park 3.
But just the third one, which is
Oh,
such a funny.
wait, no, the second one's the one I hate.
The second one's the bad one.
The Page Master, that's a great movie actually.
Yeah,
Apparently-
I like it too.
Yeah,
I like
also
all the
The
Jurassic
Rocketeer is also supposedly a really good one. I've never heard of it, but he's really known for it.
He made the Wolfman, which is
Yeah, he made the Wolfman. He made Hidalgo, which is that poster on one of our teachers in high school's rooms.
Oh, so
That's
true.
Oh yeah.
I forgot about that.
I forget whose it was, but I know I've seen that poster before.
Wait,
Yeah,
how do
it's
you get
solid
Viggo
at the
Mortensen
solid.
history.
to star in your
Solid at the
movie?
solid. Oh yeah, that works too. Just go 10th grade history
Uh-huh.
teacher.
History.
How
Yeah.
do you get Viggo Mortensen to star in your movie when you're this unknown?
But
His
like,
Vigo
you
is
cannot.
cracked, bro.
These are like
Jurassic Park 3 is
well-known movies. Jumanji, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids are
Yeah, those are like classics from the
True.
classics. Captain
True.
America: The First Avenger. I could not have told you who directed it, but now that I know
It's
it's this
just a
guy,
weird set, honestly. Like
It's
you
so
wouldn't
bizarre.
expect.
it is really strange.
Like,
But then I was just
these-
looking, and I was like, damn, I know a lot of these movies, and I have no clue who this guy is.
I do feel like, and Matthew will introduce the competition in a minute. I do
This
feel like this
isn't
is
fair.
slightly unfair.
Yeah, I agree.
comparison.
Yeah, no,
Super
Matthew said
unfair.
that, and I was like, okay, well, I'm
It's-
ready to
it's-
lose.
Well, it's like I took a silver baseball bat and started fighting a disabled child.
Well, because my thing was, okay,
What the
that was
fuck?
a statement.
Matthew.
What a crazy analogy. What the fuck?
I had
I
another.
don't think this is a debate, but
That's a
Say who you have.
Yeah, go on.
my British American filmographer is Christopher Nolan.
Why would you
Filmographer.
specify his nationality?
You know, I had to introduce him. You know,
Yeah, my Armenian
I
or
mean-
Italian filmmaker.
It's really
Martin
no
Scorsese.
contest, I'm afraid to say. Like, as
Uh,
much as
Joe
like
Johnston
the movies provided
beats
by Joe
Christopher
Johnston
Nolan.
are great, there's like
So
no
Chris Nolan has
wait, no, this is
four
my
good
director.
movies.
Pipe down, boy.
Not true.
And
That's
talk,
true.
Matthew.
Okay. So he created certain movies like Inception. You know, The
Mhm.
Dark Knight.
You don't
Okay.
say.
Dunkirk. I remember when Dunkirk first came out. I actually went to the movie theaters and watched it, and this was when I lived in Germany. And man, it was an experience watching it in German. Let's just put that out there. If you don't really like understand the point of the movie, I believe, if I remember correctly, I was a kid at this point, and I haven't watched it since. But I think
I also
I
saw
think
it in theaters.
it was about. I remember
It's
at the
about
start
the
of the movie that
evacuation of
they-
Dunkirk.
Yeah, they went. Yeah, which is a place in France, I believe, where they
Yes.
and then they went to Britain.
Well, okay, yeah.
Right?
Well, what?
I'm
Yes.
gonna be
Can I history major step in for a moment and explain what Dunkirk
Sure.
was?
No.
Dunkirk was when they sent British troops into France, but then the French surrendered during World War II, and so the British troops all tried to evacuate, and they all got pushed up to this beach, Dunkirk Beach, and then they all had to evacuate across the channel, and they had to use civilian boats to get them across.
I'm gonna be so real with you. When you said Dunkirk, I thought of the movie Crocodile Dundee.
I'm gonna.
I
hit
thought
you.
that's what we were talking about.
Also,
I thought it was a good movie when I was a kid. You know, I don't know. I liked Superman, Man of Steel. Some people I know
Not his
didn't
movie.
like it.
That's
That
not
is
his
not his
not
movie.
Christopher Nolan.
that's Zack Snyder.
Okay, well, I just got lied to. I got lied to.
So actually, if you look at his filmography,
He's got 12.
it shows movies that he produced as well.
He
So only
produced-
look up specifically directed movies.
Oh, let
He's
me
got
search
12
for it.
directed movies.
I know
Because
he
if you just look up
produced-
Christopher Nolan and then go to movies, it shows any movie he's been associated with, and like at all.
which is probably a
Oh.
lot. If I had to
But he
guess.
so wait. I think I have the list now.
He's directed
Like
12.
Interstellar, right? Interstellar's
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah,
That was a great movie. Let's put it that.
Never
Let's
seen
put that out there.
probably
Yeah,
not as
the-
good as
the
Man of
ending-
Steel, but
The ending iconic. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else there is to say.
I like
A lot
how
of his
Matthew
movies-
doesn't have much to say because he was ready to sweep the competition with
I don't know why.
Nolan.
Yeah,
His-
why
his
aren't you bringing up
movies-
like Oppenheimer, which literally swept the Oscars like
Well,
this year?
Okay, I'll say
Or-
this. I don't, I think Oppenheimer's good, but I don't think it's his best work. I think Interstellar was better. I think Inception, arguably, in my opinion, had a more interesting overall plot. I think what I liked about Oppenheimer was the second act of Oppenheimer. That's what I really liked about it, which makes sense. But you needed to have that first act to make that second act that much better.
Section,
I just
you're not defining act correctly, but that's okay.
It's a half, but it's
okay, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, the setup of the movie. You need the setup to have the good.
I-
court scene, but I think I don't know. I just like other movies of his more.
Of the 11 others.
We're not mentioning The Prestige and Memento, which is pissing me off.
I mean, I haven't
Both of
seen
those movies.
either.
Are
Yeah, I don't know
fucking
either of
great.
those movies.
I
Both those
haven't
movies are
seen
so
either of those.
fucking good.
Sorry,
Caden saying
we're
there's only
not a
4
film major.
Nolan movies.
Yeah,
is-
the Batman and Oppenheimer.
The Batman's a
Batman
fucking
is a
movie.
Matt Reeves movie.
I did
Fuck
not
you,
say. I
bitch.
said I said Batman, as in the
You said the
3
Batman.
that he directed.
You said the
no,
Batman.
I did.
You
You're
said
gonna
the
say what
Batman.
I said when
I
you were
guess
across.
this is what
When
you
you,
said.
no,
Pull
when
up
you were
the
across the
transcripts.
Pacific.
When,
Yeah, we'll
when,
pull
when
up the
I go back
transcript.
to edit this, I'll send you a picture, Caden.
Also,
When
Because
you-
I
including-
know what you said.
You're
Okay.
gonna trust the automated captions.
skipping over this. I don't give a fuck. The point being, Nolan has far more than 4 good movies. And I say every single film I've seen, which is most except for 1, 2, 3,
Which
being
ones?
Interstellar,
Yeah, which-
Dunkirk, and Insomnia.
That's
every
very
single
strange
one
to
I've
me. that
You didn't
haven't
finish
seen
Inception, no?
I know everyone thinks it's weird. Every time I tell them that I've never seen Interstellar, they're like, what the fuck? That and Godfather. But
I don't think that Interstellar. Maybe there's a controversial opinion. I don't think it's his best movie, personally.
I really like it.
But- every single other movie I've seen by Christopher Nolan has been like fantastic.
Well, you can
Fence
just
movie.
see. I don't know.
I thought he was gonna say Fent too. I was like, whoa.
I feel like I'm sure every director's like this, but I feel like you just see, as the viewer, it's more easy to see how much effort is put into the movie that like the movies that he directs. At least
I'm
from
gonna
like
be-
my perspective, like
I'm gonna be so
like
real
that
with
one
you
scene
guys.
in Oppenheimer with when the bomb drops and like you see it cuts to that the picture of the bomb dropping, and then all of a sudden the sound hits you. Like, to me, like, it's those little things that add up, and it's just like, as the viewer, you're like, wow, this must have taken a lot of work, and you can really just like acknowledge that
Yeah.
and appreciate
Yeah.
it.
I'm gonna
What were you
be
gonna say?
I was gonna be so real with you guys. I always struggle. Every time during the directors debate, you guys are like talking about how each of these directors has such a noticeable theme or like noticeable like style. But like I don't pick up on those things like at all when I watch movies made by the same directors. If I did not know that the three Batman movies were made by Christopher Nolan and so was Oppenheimer, when I went and saw Oppenheimer, I would not have been able to tell you that they were made by the same person.
I
Really?
feel
At all.
like maybe to help you with that, you should watch some like Wes Anderson movies. And
See,
like,
I've never seen a single Wes
Best of.
Anderson movie.
well,
Except,
I mean,
like-
that's like
Except like
the
half
thing
of
about,
Mr.
I
or
think generally just
Fantastic Fox.
watching more film would help you with that, because
and also
there's,
just like watching the same director's movies, but like
back
in
to
the same
back,
breath, like
yeah.
back to back. Like if you break them
I
up,
mean,
it's,
like
harder to see.
I watched The Dark Knight and those Batman movies like all in a row, but like those felt the same because they were all Batman.
I mean, to Caden's point, it is really hard to identify a director's style because if they've been directing for a very long time, their style develops. Like if you watch the very first Wes Anderson movie ever made and the last one he did, you probably wouldn't be able to know that the same director. The only way
Well,
you'd be able to tell is
sure.
by maybe this like the soundtracks. He has very I think his soundtrack vibe is like always usually the same, but they're just very differently made movies because of how much his style develops over time. And I'd say
mean,
also for Nolan that is kind of not as severe because of how like stylized Wes Anderson is. It's still possibly the case for Nolan.
I think that I don't know. I mean, it's also fine if you don't pick up on that. Like, you don't have
Yeah.
to.
That's kind of like
Like-
that fed into my choice a little bit. Like, who has heard of Joe Johnston? But then they're all
I didn't.
yeah, exactly. But then they're all like, at least there were a couple noticeable ones in there of like
I think that's
classics.
fair. I think that's
And
I
that's
respect-
like I would not have been able to tell you that they were made by the same person, but I think that they were good. That's pretty much like that was the kind of the support of my choice because Jurassic Park 3 is my favorite Jurassic Park, hands down.
I don't know. It
Interesting.
confused me
It's a very
because when I
interesting-
was looking at his like movies online,
Mhm.
it said at first the Jurassic Park trilogy, and it specified at like a different point it said Jurassic Park 3, and I was like, so did he do the whole trilogy or just the
No, I
third
think
one?
it just means like when they released it as like
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I thought.
He just has credit for it.
Yeah. But yeah,
I mean, I think that's a fair point. I think it is kind of an unfair comparison.
Yeah, I
one
agree.
100%.
Like,
thought
'cause
about-
for-
I thought about choosing. I was gonna choose Miyazaki, like Hayao Miyazaki, the Studio
would've
Ghibli
been-
guy. But
that would've
you,
been
I know
a good
you and Noah do not like.
what do you mean?
You
I've
guys
seen-
have seen. Yeah, you've seen a couple, but then you're like, I'm always so confused when I come away from one of those movies.
I feel like you and I have not had a good conversation about Miyazaki then, because The Wind Rises is like one of my favorite movies. I
Okay.
really like.
I
I
just
really
remember
like The
coming-
Wind Rises.
I remember coming
I've
away
only
from
seen one of the
Ponyo with you
movies.
guys, and you guys were like, that was so confusing.
Well, yeah, it's like it's a strange movie, and then sometimes it's like hard to follow. But that doesn't mean it's not good.
I
Like,
just
think-
haven't. I don't know. Like me personally, I just haven't seen literally any of this guy's movies. So
Those
like,
are like some of the
you could have made some really good points
probably.
with his
I'll
movies,
save it
and
for
I would
later.
have just never known. They would have flown straight over my head because I've never seen them.
You know what could be a better way to do this?
What?
This segment. This can be cut out, but or we can include it. Is if we plan these directors further ahead in advance, and the people
see those
on
movies.
each side pick 3 movies or like 2, depending on time. Like just like 1 to 3 movies that we should watch. Like it's like kind of recommended, but you don't have to. Like especially if you've already seen them, but like
Mhm.
if like so that we can create
Yeah.
more of a balanced.
I think it's a good
Arguments.
idea, but I also feel like I feel like we're getting a little bit too deep in the realm of like we're arguing I must win.
No, it's like so like because like with this argument like it's Christopher Nolan versus some random guy that made a couple of good movies like
Yeah,
over the course of 20 years. And like it's just not necessarily a fair comparison. And then like Caden could have brought up Miyazaki, but I've only seen one movie and I don't think that's like a fair comparison between Miyazaki and Nolan. If Miyazaki
and I've seen
would've
like
been brought up.
zero, and I'm in like,
It
I
just
think that's
prevents good art. It
I think
prevents
that's a-
good. I feel like it prevents good debates.
Mhm.
I think that's a fair idea. Maybe we should discuss that after.
In own time.
Yes. By any rate, I do
So I
think
mean, like, go ahead.
I do think that Johnston actually has like a decent filmography. Like I really like the
Yeah.
first
Yeah,
Avenger.
I mean-
And I do think that like Oppenheimer, in my opinion, is my favorite Nolan movie, and it's kind of hard to beat that. Maybe it's the history major in me, but like that movie's just very very good.
maybe
And, like as much as I like the first Avenger, I don't think they're
The
quite
first Avenger.
You know, if it was the Winter Soldier, it'd be maybe
Yeah.
a different story.
No, true.
I like it. I like it. Like Inception, like the ending scene where he's spinning the.
Well, how they? I don't
Just
think
spoil
Will
it.
or Caden have seen it.
I know the
I
ending,
know
bro.
the ending.
Yeah, come
The
The
on.
movie is
come
like
on.
14 years
Well,
old.
not everyone knows every twist in every movie. Like
It's
sometimes
20
That is like
the
the twist, though.
I'd say the Fight Club is more the twist.
Okay, well
I
I know
don't
that
know
one
the- I
too.
don't know that
So-
one.
Neither of you know it?
I just said I do, bro.
Oh, I thought you said I couldn't hear you over Caden. I thought you both said
Sorry.
you didn't.
No, I have no
Um,
clue that there was a twist
okay.
in Fight Club.
I'll
You should
spoil
go
it
watch
for
Fight Club
Kid
after
right now.
this.
Yeah,
That'd be-
at the
The
end
twist
of the movie,
is-
you don't know.
What?
Pretend Will and I are the same person.
Yeah,
What?
but which one's real?
What?
Let that sink in. Okay, moving on.
What?
that was
he's
good. No,
confused.
that was good. That was good.
Yeah, he got the reference. He got the reference.
Anyway, so that was good. That was.
All right.
Oh wait, we didn't vote. We didn't actually
didn't
vote. Guys, which one are you choosing?
All in favor.
Come on.
Nolan say aye. Aye.
Boo! I want Joe
All in
Johnston.
favor of
favor
Joe
of Joe
Johnston,
Johnston.
say aye.
Aye.
Joe
Get that
Johnston
ball.
wins in a 3-1
He
landslide.
beats
Isn't that crazy?
Joe Johnston beats.
No,
all
jokes
of
aside,
you.
because this is a very serious segment. Christopher
Jokes.
Nolan.
Wait,
Christopher
we were
Nolan.
joking?
Yeah, fuck you, kid.
Yes, Caden. When there's eventually a spreadsheet of all the different ones we've done,
He's gonna lose
So
every
everyone
single
knows,
one of them.
we can't have one be a joke, Caden. This is very serious. This is like a dead meat counted a kill wrong.
They,
Unprofessional.
they did that sometimes. They do that sometimes.
No,
they correct
they
it.
never do. They never do.
Of course.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so I'll
Going
introduce
forward.
the next topic
as
is
is
riveting.
mine. Well, like you're a band member, so you know.
Maybe I wasn't joking. Just talk about it. Oh,
Oh,
Fucking
we lost him.
Where did
We
the
lost
fucking
My camera got
All right.
roasted.
Yeah, we're back.
yeah.
Matthew's
Matthew's
camera
computer just
exploded.
blew up.
Yeah, but we're back.
It was like fuck
Uh,
this kid.
All right, what's your
Anyway,
what's your
what
point?
I was gonna talk about is like we're sort of like in this like weird in between phase between sports seasons. Like we're getting out of football, but we're still in football, and we're getting into basketball, but we're still in football. And at least for
True.
my school, at least, our football team kind of stinks, and our basketball team's really good. And so, you know, even though football is still going on, and that's great and all, we don't really care about that one anymore because
Also,
we're
mine
Yeah.
4-6. We kind of just stink.
You know, it's funny you say that, Matthew, because both of us are Wildcats, and both of us have a subpar football team and a good basketball team. Although I will say, our men's basketball team is supposed to be like pretty good, and so far they're not doing great.
Yeah,
Oh.
same here.
Our
We're
team
It's
got
very-
beat Texas last
17th,
night.
Yeah.
and we've already got a loss.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So I guess the Wildcats, you know, it's just how it is. Go Cats. Go Cats.
My team last night lost to Texas. Texas.
Isn't
As
Texas
in
pretty
UT,
good?
Austin.
I don't know which Texas it was, but it was like it actually was a pretty close game.
Were they
We
burnt
fucked up so
orange or
It was they had
maroon?
white jerseys with orange lettering.
Yeah, that's UT
I have
Austin.
no clue how our basketball team is here.
That's okay. that's
I don't
okay.
pay attention.
Um,
I know our
Fair
volleyball
enough.
team's supposed to be good. Women's
we
volleyball.
have the number one field hockey, softball, and what was the other sport? There's a third sport that I can't think of. We have the number
Okay.
one teams, which is pretty sick. I
Lacrosse,
will
maybe.
say, as a band member,
not
which you did.
lacrosse.
No, lacrosse is number one. It's just not going on right now. Or it might be like number two. I don't know. Anyway, I will say as a band member, as you alluded to when you started this point before your computer detonated, is that I'm feeling that because I have had football games that I still have to go to and play and go to practice and rehearse halftime shows for. And then I'm also playing at basketball games in between that. So I've had a lot of playing, a lot of stress with that.
Oh, was
yeah,
it basketball, that thing you were talking about when I was like, the volleyball game I went to?
No,
Shit.
that's not
How
what
many-
I was talking about.
How many more like football games do you have? Like
So
two
we
or
have
one?
so tomorrow, as of recording this, tomorrow we have a game against Michigan, and then next week we have our game against Illinois, and then unless we make a bowl game, which I guess we'll see if we somehow beat Michigan and Illinois, which is like not completely impossible, but I don't know how likely that is. No,
defeating
Michigan's not that.
national
No,
state
Michigan
champs.
is not that good this year. Michigan is not that good this year. They're way down. They are way down. Like last year, they were
Illinois?
insane. Illinois, I mean, it's a better chance than Ohio State. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not saying it'll happen.
Oh, Michigan stinks.
Yeah, Michigan sucks this year. We have a decent chance.
What
Like,
happened?
I don't know. I don't know if a bunch of people graduated. I mean, teams have like up and down periods, but I don't know. So unless we make a bowl game next Saturday, which will probably be right after this goes out, that'll be the last game. It'll be another Wrigley Field game, which is really cool. Playing at Wrigley is very, very cool. It's such
It's
a
one of those
historic
American
place.
things.
Yeah, I mean, like it's just not many people get to say that like they've performed at Wrigley, and it's not like, oh, my band performed at Wrigley, but like still, I get to say that I've marched on the field at Wrigley, and that's super cool.
You're so cool.
Pretty
you.
cool.
We
and then
only
I've
have
got a few.
sorry.
I was just gonna say,
Okay.
there's just a few basketball games before I leave for winter, but that's all.
God. We only have one more football game, and I think it's next weekend at the time we're recording this. So,
I think we have two. I think one against UConn, and I think UMich as well. Let me check who's selling tickets and what they're for.
Yeah, the craziest thing about college. I don't know if I've
UConn and
talked about
Miami.
this. Oh, I don't know if I've talked
Yeah.
about this on the pod at all, but I've actually am getting invested in sports now, which is insane.
We have talked
'Cause I-
about this, but like this is
Yeah.
a true point, you know?
Like I actually understand how football works. Not like completely, but like in high school I did not ever know what was going
Nope.
on. No
Well,
one can
that's
attest.
because we care
But-
more. It's more entertaining. There are higher
Yeah.
stakes.
Well, yeah. But
I
it's
don't
also
know.
like I personally benefit if the team does well, like by going to a bowl game and stuff. And also like it's my school, go Cats,
Well, you also maybe personally benefited if. Wait, no, you didn't travel with the football team, right?
Oh yeah, no. Well, actually, I think didn't
Like if they
the
went
band
to
go to
state, did
go
you
to
go?
state, Noah, a few years before I was in band.
What do you mean?
The high school band, our high school. Didn't
Bro,
they go to the
it was-
football
Yeah,
state?
State's
we, yeah,
question.
we went to the what do
Don't
you
say
call
it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Don't say what?
That- That'll give away where we're from.
Yeah,
You
where
can't
we're
say it.
from.
I know what you're going to say. Don't say it.
Oh, right, because they. Yeah,
That's
I
like
forgot
the
about
ending
that.
bit.
I forgot about that. Well, I can't even remember the name of the stadium, so
I can remember the name of the stadium.
It's the. Hold on.
I'll text it to you.
I'm looking it up.
I'll text it to you.
Anyway,
Sports ball, am I right, guys?
Oh, I remember. I looked it up. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember, yeah.
and then the other thing I wanted to talk about is like there's so many sports going on. Like watching them all, like keeping track of them all is like insane. Like you the like.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even know until like I guess it's over now, but a couple weeks ago I didn't even know baseball was going on till they reached the playoffs. Like I didn't know MLB playoffs were happening till we were in them. I didn't
Wait,
even know
is it
that
baseball?
season was
Fucking
there.
World Series game was so fucking annoying.
I thought baseball
Let's say
was spring.
this: the LA Dodgers were the better team, right? And they showed it.
Fucking Yankees should have won.
They won
God
3
damn
games
it.
in a row. They lost a game. They lost a game and then immediately won. They pounded the
aren't-
Yankees.
Aren't
The
New York
Yankees
teams
blew a
like
7-point lead.
that's
Are you
crazy.
fucking kidding me?
In the first
That's
game, by the way.
crazy.
In the first game, like usually the series goes like 4-3. A pretty good series is like 4-2. This was 4-1.
Wow.
So
That's crazy. I actually don't know much about baseball. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, me neither.
I wish I
But-
would have watched more of it because the game was like fun to watch, but it was just so fucking irritating.
Baseball's like one of those games like you're just hanging out, you're chilling, you look up every once in a while, you're like,
Yeah.
oh shit, that guy just
Because
smoked.
not
a
every
home run.
not there's not something happening always.
Yeah,
so
I
it's
feel like that's what I've discovered with like learning the mindset to enjoying football. Like I just didn't have it in high school, but now like you just have to like live with the fact that like it takes forever for plays to happen and there's always shit going on in between them. Like you just have to make your peace with that at a certain point, and then it's actually not that bad. Like I was watching BYU lose to Kansas, and I was actually like so invested because I was like, how the fuck is Kansas beating BYU right now? Like this is crazy.
yeah, I
Bro,
watched
the Jayhawks, they pull up those upsets, you know what I mean?
I watched
guess
almost
so.
all of the Browns Steeler game last night. And that was pretty fun.
Dude, the Browns won.
Did they
That
win?
was
I didn't
crazy.
finish it because I went
Yeah,
and
they
hung out.
did.
But
By the
I
way,
went
guys,
and played
if
Jab
you
Box
didn't
with
know,
you guys.
the
I
Browns
didn't
are
finish the
3-8, and they're playing with their backup quarterback, Jameis Winston,
Let's
who was
fucking go
who retired
Browns.
like a couple years ago, came back to the sport, and is now playing again. It's crazy. It's crazy.
That is nuts.
That's
I'm
good.
rooting for the
That's good.
Browns for the first time in my life.
It was really
Okay.
close like the whole time
Um,
too. Like it was like
Yeah, dude. Well, because the Steelers have the #1 defense in the NFL right now.
well, because
so.
the Steelers are down. They were down 12 like for most
And
of
the
the game,
Steelers-
and then in the last quarter they like fucking like made a couple touchdowns.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it
but
was like,
then
oh,
the
I don't
Steelers are
know.
like 8-2, right? They're Super Bowl contenders. They have a coach that's been proven, Mike Tomlin, and they have the #1 defense in the NFL right now, and the Browns went there,
Yeah,
and
that's
they
that's
took the
crazy.
dub. They took
I-
the
I-
dub.
yeah,
so,
fuck yeah.
I don't know how you lose to the Browns. That's crazy. That's almost as bad as losing to the Cats. Just kidding. Go Cats. We love our team. Go Cats.
yeah, we do love our team, even though we don't go to the same school but same mascot.
Yeah, Matthew and I get it. And you're almost purple. Like your colors are almost purple and white. It's pretty close.
Aren't they
We're
orange?
red, blue, and
Oh,
white.
it's red blue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like just put them together. We're the same colors, same mascot.
I guess
You guys
that's
don't
not
have
true.
Willie though. You don't have Willie the Wildcat.
Imagine
What
not
is
having
our Wildcat's name? It
Otto the
might be
orange.
Willie. Hold
There's
on.
no shot. There's no shot. You also have Willie the Wildcat.
Do we have a mascot, but I don't know. If they
Yeah,
have
you're
one.
It's the
Rainbow
Rainbow
Warrior.
Warrior.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're
but-
Will
no,
Burr.
we have a-
We're Will Burr, the Wildcat. We're better.
Willie. No, Willie's. I'm sorry.
Will
Willie's.
Burr, bro.
Otto the orange.
Shut the fuck up.
He's a great guy. He's a great or non-binary pal.
Get the
sorry.
orange out of here. I'm gonna fucking smack
I'm gonna
that.
eat
shit
it.
Otto's
out.
Otto's pronouns are they them.
That's
Really?
great.
Yeah, it's actually
That's
true.
great.
It's actually true. Go to his Instagram.
Non-binary.
Go to his Instagram.
No!
Got him at 4K on that one.
I'm gonna
Okay.
crash out. I'm gonna crash out.
Let me,
No, you're a bigot. I'm sorry.
God damn it, I'm a bigot. I misgendered an orange.
Okay.
oh, I wish I could
God
show
damn it.
you. I'm trying to find a picture of when our mascot comes out because he's just cool.
I don't
Because it's just a guy. No, he has fire. Will.
You were about to say
Okay.
it's just
He
a
has
guy.
fire.
Like,
Yeah,
He's a
it's just
guy.
a guy.
How do I get this bigger?
Okay, at least it's not the Purdue Boiler. The what are they called? The Boilermakers or whatever. That is
Yeah.
the worst fucking shit.
Let me
they're
share
a
my
little special down in
real quick.
West Lafayette.
Yeah, Matthew would never.
the quality
ever want to
quality
go
of
to
the
Purdue.
image is not the greatest, but
What the fuck?
Who the fuck is that?
yeah, they come out running across the field.
He's a
So-
flaming
That looks like
torch.
he's from the Scooby Doo movie.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So
that guy
audience-
looks like he's from the Scooby Doo
No,
movie.
no,
Audience,
but,
since
like,
you couldn't
genuine
see it, they had the
question-
jacked up
genuine
man
question.
with a flaming
Do they
torch.
is that like do they work with like the Pacific Islanders to make sure that it's like correct
Not
or
offensive.
whatever?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Most of the heads of the school are
So is he a student? Like
I don't
That
know
goes to the
actually.
school, or
I have
is
no
he
clue
just-
who that
does
person
not
is.
does not look like a student. Like
I have no
bro,
clue
you
who that
never
person
know.
is.
He could be a grad student. Dude, some grad students look like their dads because they could be dads, right?
a lot of them are. One of my
That's what I'm
TAs,
saying.
one of my TAs just had a kid, so discussion period has been a different TA.
Bro, one of my professors is pregnant, and everybody in my group, my engineering group, just realized that that they were pregnant. And we were like I was like, astonished. I didn't even know. You know what I mean?
Bro was shocked. Bro was flabbergasted. Bro was
Bro.
gobsmacked.
Bro, we were all like, for a second, we were all like, why is she sitting like that? Like, nobody sits like that. And then we realized, we put 2 and 2 together, and we were like, 4.
Four.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, right there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm
Anyway.
glad sports leads to pregnant women. It's a
The
pipeline. I guess.
the connections we make on this.
Noah's on his phone. He's scrolling
Look at him.
Instagram right
Look at
now.
him.
What are you doing?
Because that image of the fucking Rainbow Warrior reminded me of something, but I can't find it. I don't know what it is.
Get off your phone,
I
screenager.
can't figure out what the fuck it is
Screenager.
that it looks like.
Screenager,
looks like-
screenager.
It's fucking annoying.
That was revolting,
Yeah,
Matthew.
jeez.
Had to
Why'd
let
you
it out.
mute your
Had to
mic?
let out the dragon.
The dragon.
Okay.
Hey, we're in
Well,
the
I do
playoffs,
think-
chat.
Who wants to
Our-
go for
Noah.
the next?
Our soccer
Noah, I
team's
think
in
you're
the
finally.
playoffs.
It's finally time for Noah's point.
Guys,
to be
it's
so early.
sexy weather time. Guys, it's time for sexy weather. You think Brad
Not
Summer
for
was
us.
hot?
We don't get snow.
You
Get
thought
outta
Brad
here.
Summer was hot when you wear your bikinis or whatever the fuck they wore for
Pe-
Brad Summer. I don't know.
People still do that.
Wait, I didn't even know. Brad
Listen,
Summer
just because
was
the
a
two of
thing.
you live in tropical areas doesn't mean you have to
But
talk.
Arizona-
Just
Arizona-
shut up.
Arizona is
Just
not
shut the fuck
tropical.
up. It's hot. That's true.
Arizona
Oh,
is
yes, the
not.
tropical
That's true.
state
Yeah,
of
true.
Arizona.
You know what I mean? It's hot. Matthew's
That's
not
fucking
gonna experience
funny.
winter.
That's fucking funny, actually.
So you two, shut
So
up.
anyway, you
Noah
thought
and
Brad,
I-
you thought Brad Summer was hot, and you thought whatever fall was was
We're
hot.
still in fall.
Guys, I don't. You're really stealing my thunder right now, and I really don't fucking appreciate it. I don't care that the
I like
winter
my
doesn't start till
pumpkins.
December 21st, which
I
is
Yeah,
like
we
like
gotta
less
do
than
that
a
more.
month away.
Noah.
It snowed here last night, and
Wow.
yes,
It snowed
it
here.
did not stay. It did not stay on the ground, but
Yep.
they were some chunky flakes, man.
Did you get hit by like the torrent of snow every time you walked around? It just kind of like getting thrown in your face.
No, so
at
what
high
happened
winds?
was it was raining. Most of the
You
day.
just muted the camera,
Yeah,
by the
you
way.
did.
just so you know.
It was raining most of the day, and then I was hanging out in my room with a friend, and then we looked out the window, and she was like, "Is it snowing right now?" And I was like, "I don't think so. It doesn't look like it's snowing."
And then
It
he
was like
stood
because
up
it
and
was like
screamed.
late. It was like night. It was like 2 a.m. And the only like way we could
What
see
the
like
fuck?
that anything was
She's like
falling
a
was
weather
in, like,
forecaster.
the lamp
She can look
posts.
outside.
No,
Look
it
at
appears to be snowing right now.
It was like you could only the only thing you could see like falling was like the stuff like what you could see under the lampposts. It looked like rain.
Can you
And then it
explain what
started-
snow looks like? Me and Kaden have never seen snow.
Yeah,
in
I've
our
never
It
seen
life.
snow.
started to get whiter.
Just
It
like,
just became snow, and it started to move in the snow directions because you know how rain just falls straight.
Yeah, but
No,
snow
sometimes
goes
it goes
angle.
sideways.
Yeah.
Snow's got the majestic fucking wizard thing it does,
Not the
The
kid.
wizard.
and it
thing.
falls like kind of
Yeah, no,
slower,
I've
but
never
not
seen
that
snow.
slow.
Yeah, fuck you.
Anyway.
neither have I.
They were weird.
I went
though,
to the
'cause they were, like,
beach last weekend.
Fuck you. They were big flakes. They were big flakes, but then they like kind of like they're like
No, but
mostly
wait.
sleet.
Hold
It
on.
was
What's
mostly
new?
sleet.
I went to the beach. Bro goes to the beach every weekend. Okay.
No, I was just
This
saying
guy's
because
I
it's
chose
snow.
to ignore the
This,
point
Shut
because
the
it
this
was.
fuck
guy's
up.
name is Kevin. Okay. And he goes to the beach. Okay.
Can you let Noah talk about sexy weather, please? I'm invested.
Sexy weather.
What type of point is this?
Sexy snow. Sexy snow, guys. It's snowing.
It
Guys,
is.
Yeah.
it's time. And
It's time.
my favorite holiday is coming up. Not Thanksgiving, although I do love Thanksgiving. Despite its
No, I'm gonna see
problematic
Noah.
origins.
I'm gonna see
Will
Noah.
on
It's gonna be so
Thanksgiving.
hype.
Even
gonna
though
be so hype.
even though Thanksgiving's problematic in its origins, I do love Thanksgiving because I love eating turkey. Which
I
probably
love
won't be eating turkey
Thanksgiving.
this year,
I
unfortunately.
mean,
Okay.
turkey is
I
like
don't
the
think
most
they
mid.
eat turkey. Turkey.
Thank
Controversial.
your family.
I'm not
Thank your
doing it.
friends.
Sorry.
Thank those special people in your life. Okay.
I was gonna say
Um,
controversial
but-
thought. Thanksgiving is
I'm
the
not-
worst holiday.
but
Go
that's
fuck
not. But that's not the
yourself.
point. That's not the Thanksgiving's not the point here. Because that
Caden's
means
gonna die alone.
you know what comes after Thanksgiving?
Be thankful for me, bitch.
Christmas.
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 But before Christmas, Black Friday. Come
Yes!
on, let's go!
And Hanukkah.
Yeah!
Wait, when is Black Friday even? Like,
It's the day
Friday
after
before
Thanksgiving.
It's also there's another two. Isn't there two?
No, there's Cyber Monday and Black Friday.
Oh yeah,
you know,
that's right.
You know
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I
yeah.
like though? You know what I like? The fact that I haven't heard Christmas music at all yet.
Yeah,
And
same.
I plan on
Me
not
neither.
hearing it till after
Strange.
Thanksgiving.
I heard
And
it
if
like
I get
October
to that
31st.
point, if I get
Bro,
to that point, I will be
I don't
so
understand.
happy.
Caden, Christmas in Hawaii cannot be fun. There's no
Yeah, it
snow on the
can.
ground. It's too hot. Like,
No.
just give up. Just give up.
No, it's fun. It starts raining.
Whatever. Guys, it's time. And here's the thing. Here's why I brought up sexy weather.
Oh,
Because the climate's changing. And it's getting real sad. I'm actually really
this guy's
sad.
a scientist, folks.
I'm actually real fucking sad because, it's supposed to snow. Okay, fun fact. Syracuse is like one of the most snowiest places in the United States. And
cool.
there's not snow on the ground. And it's November 22nd of 2024. And it was supposed to snow like a month ago.
Wow.
Historically speaking.
Yeah,
Evans,
that's great.
Chicago is not quite as snowed as Syracuse, but yes,
No.
apparently it used to snow here, much like where we're from. It used to snow here on Halloween.
What
each
do you
Well,
year.
it
mean? Me
just
and Kaden
got-
have never seen snow in our lives.
Yeah, no,
It
no.
just
right.
snowed where we're
Sorry.
from this week. Like the
Yeah,
beginning of
apparently
this
they're
week.
having really good snow.
And it's
For
actually a
one
lot.
winter-
And my mom sent me a
Yeah.
picture. It looks like good snow. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
It's that
Yeah,
good
the-
crunchy kind of like
the one time
good
that we're not around, yeah.
snowball
Yeah.
snow.
We could
Oh.
actually go, skiing and have a fun time because the snow foundation's
We
actually
should go
good.
skiing.
Yeah, we should go
Um,
skiing. I'm down.
No,
I'm down.
thank you. I will die.
Look
Caden,
at
you
the
are
snow. Look at
Caden,
that.
you're actually
Oh,
a
that's
villain.
pretty good.
Yeah,
That's good snow.
But
That is
Will and
really good
Noah,
snow.
the problem is I don't, as you may know, I'm a hermit now, and, and I ain't got skis.
As you may know, I'm
Yeah, me
homeless.
So they have this thing called a rental shop.
Oh,
Buddy.
I don't have the
know
money
if
for
you've ever
that.
heard of that.
yeah, but I don't want to rent.
Caden,
Like that's kind
you're-
of cringe.
You guys are being lame.
No,
This
I
could
want
be
to.
this
I
could be
want
Guys-
to.
Junkyard goes skiing.
Will,
I
when
want-
was the last
guys.
time you went skiing?
I want to go
Uh,
skiing now. That doesn't change it.
Okay.
That's such a
You
non-point.
sound like
The
you sound
fact
like such
that
a
I'm
hype
hearing-
skier.
The
And-
fact that I'm hearing Will Clark want to ski means that the world is changing.
Yeah.
Means that the world is changing, and Caden gotta keep up with the times.
And
All right.
Caden's
You got-
bitching.
It's 2024.
Like always.
It's
You gotta
almost
change,
25.
Caden. You gotta change, Caden.
Will wants to go skiing.
I want to go
When the
skiing.
fuck did that happen?
I was actually thinking about it the other day. I was like,
That's
I was
fucking
like, damn,
awesome.
I
That's
could- I
fucking
could go
awesome.
skiing.
I
Because,
feel
you
like
know,
I used to
I
love
was-
going skiing.
I was one of the only ones who was like, I don't know, maybe I'm completely fucking smoking here, but like I felt like I was the only guy who ever wanted to go skiing.
You
in the
never
whole
brought it
group.
up.
You never-
Actually.
When did you go skiing?
During the winter time.
Did
No,
Matthew
because-
ever ski? I do
'cause
not
here's-
remember.
Here's the thing. I used to go
I
skiing.
have pictures, bro.
I used to go skiing when my mom worked there, but then it's so expensive, and then when she stopped, I stopped going skiing. And then I've been too embarrassed to go and do it again, except for the one time I did, and it was really embarrassing.
Oh, I remember that.
It was Riz.
The girl I was going on the date with was better than me and had to teach me how to ski. It was so
That's
embarrassing.
awesome. That's awesome.
It was like fun. It was like fun, but then also
They
like I was
could-
super embarrassed.
They call him Captain Rizma out here in the.
No, but
Can you-
I want to
can
go
you
skiing.
finish your
It's fun as
sentence?
fuck.
Anyway,
And,
yeah,
guys,
the
the
fact
fr-
that I was walking around and I was like, skiing sounds fun right now. Like, I guess the heart grows. What is it? Something about like fondness
The heart
heart-
grows fonder,
in absence or something like that.
something like that. Regardless,
Like, I've been able to ski for so long. And I
Kate,
didn't
you,
want
mi-
to.
you missed this conversation last night.
I'm
The
sorry.
boys are rallying.
We're rallying.
We're
Yeah.
we're gonna do some crazy shit when we reunite, and
Oh,
you're not
God.
ready for it. And you're not ready for it.
I may
Okay.
get brain damage.
Oh,
What?
I might get brain
What?
damage.
I might.
So
You know,
so there is an inside idea
Suffice it to
that has
say,
been created. So
suffice it to say, you know how what like Brat Summer was, like what it was for?
sexy winter.
For us.
uh-huh.
It's Sexy Winter, and we'll probably come up with a better title for it. But right now, it's Sexy Winter.
I like sexy winter.
Sexy, it's Sexy Winter, and we're gonna do some crazy shit. And it
The
involves
content
skiing.
flow. The content flow will not be crazy.
Uh-huh.
Because I will
I will-
not have my PC.
I will
but-
get arrested.
Oh,
Oh, I will get brain damage. I will get arrested.
Are they like at the same time, or are they two different events?
I like how
And I
crazy
will
shit
climb
involves
up a
bad
tree.
things. Like I like how crazy shit is like not anything fun.
It
It's just,
doesn't.
like,
It
the
doesn't
con-
have to be bad
It's
things.
the consequences of the action of the fun actions.
Well, no, like it could be fun.
I'm gonna get alcohol poisoning.
Oh,
No, you're not of age.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're not
you
of
were-
age. I don't
you
know what
were-
you said.
You, they don't know
You-
that. No
oh.
one knows that.
Yeah,
you
but
just,
like,
you just drop that bar.
stop
for no
making
reason.
stuff up, bro. You don't do any of that stuff. Like, you're
Exactly.
not of age.
I'm just
Stop
well,
making
exactly.
stuff
So I'm
up.
kidding. We
Type
were
shit.
talking about. You're not gonna get. Obviously, you're not gonna get brain damage, or get arrested.
well.
Yeah, for real. Why would I ever do such a thing?
This conversation. goes to.
I don't know what
This is
layer.
so
I
of-
digress. We digress. We digress. Guys, bring it in. Bring it in.
I
No.
think we're
Point-
sending
the
right
point,
now.
the point is,
The apple
that-
did not fall far from the tree.
the point is that the weather has changed. It's
The
time to get
weather
sexy.
outside.
It's time to get sexy, and it's time to think about climate change.
But,
That's part
Yes.
of sexy.
So
You're
true.
not sexy.
I'm
You're not
snapping.
sexy
I'm
unless
snapping.
you're climate savvy. Unless you understand. Unless you're pro
I'm just gonna
climate
move to Agartha.
change.
If you don't care about the climate, you're not
resolutions.
hot.
You're not hot, and that's just how it goes.
That's just how it is.
I'm gonna
As
move
the
to
world gets
Agartha.
hotter,
You
You
get
don't.
colder.
yeah,
whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
that's on
Yeah,
God.
fuck you, Caden. We're talking
Whoa.
about you right now.
That's on
I
God.
get colder. I'm
We're
cold.
getting.
That's
I'm
all I
going
have to say.
Agartha.
That's all I have to say
Hey,
about sexy women.
hey, if it changes too much, I'm going to Agartha. I'm packing my bags. I'm finding that hole and I'm jumping in
You're
it.
not finding Agartha, bro. You're not
Agartha's
getting
probably
it.
melted, bro.
No,
It's probably
No.
fucking melted.
not like Agartha.
Yeah,
The
Think
polar
about-
bears can't flee.
No, what they
The
really,
polar bears
No, what they
fucking
really- no, what they
destroyed
really-
Agartha.
what the government really means
Whoa.
when it says climate change refugees is the Agartha.
Why are you
leaving
staring at
Agartha.
He got so quiet too.
The
The climate change refugees.
That's awesome.
I'm so sad that the
Holy
audience couldn't
shit.
see the.
I
Matthew
know
just,
that
like,
is so
No,
sad.
Matthew just put
this is
his
the
face-
first episode with our faces.
Oh,
is
Oh no!
Yeah.
Why didn't
I'll
you
fuck with
warn
that,
me
I'll
about
fuck
when
with
did
that.
you announce
You
that?
should have
I
warned
gotta,
me
I
about
gotta
that.
Jeez,
sit.
man.
Okay, better posture, engaged.
I want to try to look sexier.
This is Matthew.
Anyway,
Um,
the weather outside.
It's
It's
frightful.
It's pretty
But
nice.
that fire is so delightful.
Let's move on to the next point. Great point, Noah.
Yeah, come on,
Yeah,
Noah.
it's the next point.
And
my
spread the
point.
word, everybody, about
Yes,
sexy
it
women.
is.
Because
Okay,
Caden
guys.
can't make a point.
So here's the
Shame
thing.
Caden.
Fuck you, Caden. So
Yeah.
guys, this is almost related to what Noah's talking about. Now that sexy winter is here, you know what that means? It's an end. It's the end to fall. We need a
Fucking
better name
fall.
for fall. Fucking fall. I liked fall personally.
Yeah,
but,
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
No, like
Fast,
fucking
bro.
fall.
oh,
Okay.
I see. I see.
Got
Yeah,
it.
Noah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
No,
Um,
I'm just kidding. What's a better?
and so,
we put autumn into
like,
it, man.
for me, that means a lot. You know, like that means that
Amazing.
I'm 1/3 as of 2 weeks from now. 1/3 of the way through my first year of college. That's crazy.
We're about.
You
to
guys
be
are halfway.
done.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's crazy. That did not mute your mic.
Yeah, that was.
I know it didn't. I was moving out of the way so I could cough into my.
And that's crazy. And like marching band, as we talked about earlier, see, it's all cyclical.
Yeah.
It's coming to an end. And so I'm not gonna have 10 hours of my week being consumed by marching
Cyclical
band. now.
unemployment.
Exactly like that. So I'm gonna have free time, which is insane, which is crazy. And so I guess
Shout out
what's
Will
my
Clark's free
point?
time because I'm
My
picking
point-
it all up.
Okay, my point is that guys, like, things change, and just like Noah just talked about.
Mhm.
And I think that it's a very strange time because I both am excited to go home for Christmas, but I'm also like, man, like I'm forging a life here at college, and I kind of don't want to like just leave for a month.
Like Lady Justice before me, I'll weigh the scales.
What?
I like my college life. I think I'm gonna be happy seeing the boys again.
Hell yeah.
It'd be cool.
There are certain things that people just don't understand. You know what I mean?
I said
And,
car thought the guy, and no one knew what I was talking about.
and so sad things like that. That just they're just a
God damn
travesty
it.
in society. But when the boys reunite, I think it'll be
It's gonna be
back to
crazy.
lacking.
Matthew
Um,
will get brain damage.
I will, and I will be arrested by the co.
You know, when I
Oh.
say when I say we'll find out Saturday, they're like, yeah, I guess we will.
We'll find out.
We'll find out
Yeah, I
Saturday.
guess.
When I
Yeah,
say
they're
we
like, I
find out
guess we will.
Saturday, do they know what I mean? And the answer to that is no.
They're
Do
gonna be like,
know
yeah,
what
I
mean?
guess so. They're gonna pretend to know.
No.
I guess we
They're
find
gonna
out
pretend to
Saturday.
know. They're gonna pretend to know.
Like,
No,
what?
it is true though. It is true. Like people, they don't know what I'm talking about.
No,
Hayden looks actually like upset. I'm
no,
sorry.
I'm just remember the context of what we'll find out Saturday, and you know,
It's so complicated.
Oh, boy.
actually.
I don't even know
Fucking
what it was. What was
Oh,
it?
you don't?
about?
I know.
You don't remember?
It's literally you. You were the one that
Your
did it.
thing.
You were trying to riz, and you were like, "We'll find
Oh.
out Saturday."
And she had no
You
idea
were
what you were
trying to
talking
riz.
about.
Yeah, when stories start out like that,
And you were
turn 'em
trying
down.
to
Turn
riz.
them down, coach. Anyway,
Matthew's like,
Anyway.
in fight or flight.
they call me
Anyway.
the Wizard of Oz. You know.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
Because you're
No,
behind
no.
a curtain, you need to come out.
Oh my god.
Oh, dude.
That came
Okay,
out
I
of
guess
nowhere.
as part of my point,
Yeah,
right?
you better watch
I
out. No,
have
I'm
to-
staying with you. Okay.
I have to ask you all, gentlemen, what's one thing in your life, one big thing that's changing? Think about it. Think about it. Caden, since you didn't put a point, answer
I
the
have to go
question.
first.
Yep.
Well, there's the obvious one, but like
Cyclical unemployment.
cyclical
rising.
unemployment.
That's Matthew's
Oh,
answer.
fucking
God.
course.
Stop it.
That's
It's
the
the
one
pub.
rule.
Get some
That's
help.
that's the one rule.
I
Stop
wasn't
it.
allowed to talk about my point last week because of that. So
But now Matthew's talking about market manipulation. How would you market manipulate this dick? Okay.
mansplain, manspread, manipulate. On God.
That's him.
Anyway, Caden, please go.
Uh,
I don't know what's changing in my life. Like changing
It's not that
currently.
deep.
I don't
Tyrus
know.
Fayweaver, change your ways.
Caden, you could have just said like the way I fold my
Dreamweaver.
laundry, and I would have accepted.
But I fold my laundry the same way. I don't like change.
I changed the way I fold my laundry.
I like things staying the same
Fold
typically.
I fold my shirts differently these days.
Cool for you. Please give us a demonstration.
Yeah, so like in the past, I'd put like the arm over, tuck the arm in, and then fold up. But
Yeah.
now you fold them both in and then
Yeah,
over.
That, I've always
That's what I
done
do.
that.
Yeah,
I
that's
hang
what
my
I do.
shirts up. So
Noah actually does his own laundry for the first time in his life.
yeah, hell yeah, I do.
Mom, stop flushing the
Guys,
toilet.
I do my own laundry. And I
Good
do
Yo,
for
it
you,
shout out to
Noah.
that one.
That's pretty crazy.
Pretty
Okay, well,
skilled.
since Caden won't tell us about a change in his life, I guess that's the end of the segment. Fuck you.
Yeah,
Caden.
Noah has changed. Is it doing my
What?
own laundry?
I mean, I did think of an answer.
Tell it.
What I'd say is that being around people who don't necessarily have like the same humor as me
Who don't match your friend.
has made me pent up all the funny things I can say, and now I can unleash them upon you
I
guys.
didn't like that.
Oh, I
The
just
pressure
say
has
them.
mounted. It's
Oh,
no
say
joke
them.
November. And then it's gonna be destroy joke December.
Uh-huh.
And you guys are not gonna be ready for it.
I forgot that the face cam's actually
I'm
doing.
gonna cream.
Yeah,
my
is
short
that
jokes.
a real thing? Is Matthew about to face
I
cam
don't
it
know.
up?
Maybe not.
Wow.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Quirky.
Is your roommate just lying on the floor?
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. I think he's composing, actually.
Ooh.
Are you composing?
Dude, Noah's in the club.
Yeah, Noah's clubbing it up
I
right now.
respect. Oh, okay. We should cut all of this because this is terrible. We fell off.
Noah.
See? No, this is great. This is great content.
Oh my god. No, it does not work if you decide not to use the cameras.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Caden, think of a point right now. Caden.
Guys, 7-Eleven.
Shut the
Oh.
fuck. I'm leaving.
End the
Yeah.
episode.
No,
Guys,
but no,
guys,
genuinely,
it's been a really
genuinely,
great
no, no,
episode,
no.
guys.
Remember, junk it
Thanks,
out.
Oh
No,
my
it was gonna be a
god.